It's your girl Dominique. If you haven't been here before, thank you for watching. If you're back, thank you for coming back. So today I wanted to do things a little bit different because somebody had posed a question on my Twitter. Actually, a personal friend of mine had posted a question on my Twitter about co-parenting. So I wanted to have a discussion on here about co-parenting just to get some different ideas and scenarios and situations to see what people think. This is a healthy debate. There is no right or wrong way to go about co-parenting because, as we know, everybody's situation is different. But one of her main questions was, do you feel like a mother and father should acknowledge each other, upon pickup of a child, like hello, hi, kind of different greetings. And do you feel like the other parent should respect the other parent? And these are very valuable and reasonable questions. So my way in, as far as my personal situation goes, that I said was that I do feel like each parent should respect each other, especially in front of the kids. That's very important because no matter what the mother and father is going through, that has nothing to do with the children. It already affects the children somewhat when the parents are not together and they sense tension and stuff like that. So you want to kind of try to keep the children out of it as much as possible. So I do feel like a mutual respect is definitely due and is definitely appropriate. As far as the greeting part, I told her I personally don't necessarily speak to my children's father because that's just the state that I feel like we're in now. Like, I feel like I've tried to be nice for so many years and it just backfired. It never went right. He never did right. So I'm just to the point where it's like, I'm just watching at the door for the pickup. I'm there at the door for the drop off, making sure things go through. And I don't say anything. I'm not rude. I'm not mean. I just don't say anything. And that's just me personally. Like I said, different people have different situations. I know people who have wonderful co-parenting situations and they co-parent very well. Their children's father or their children's mother, they have a great relationship or whatever, and that's excellent. And I think it's also important. I wish that was a situation for me, but it's not. So in my situation, less is better for me. So communication really is only had about the children, and that's it and that's all. I don't really go into any extra details about anything. I just don't. And that's just my personal preference and my personal opinion. It's definitely difficult co-parenting. It's difficult, especially when you have somebody who is being opposing, doesn't want to kind of agree with you, doesn't want to meet you halfway. It can be difficult. It can be difficult, and each party is going to see things different when it comes to the children. And that's just natural, whether you're on a good term or not. Different parents have different views of how things should be handled. So it's a lot to deal with, but I feel like communication is key. And if you don't have good communication or you're not willing to communicate, that is going to make the situation that much more difficult. And I have learned that over these years, and that's why my situation has been so difficult for me, because it's hard getting the other party to communicate effectively. But if you have that and you can do that and you're willing to do that, I would suggest that you do. The thing is to make it's not easy raising children, and you're supposed to be in this together, and you're supposed to help each other in this battle of raising children in this world that we're living in that is so much different than the world that we grew up in. So it's just important to kind of, be there for each other. And if you can't see eye to eye, at least agree to disagree, but come to some type of terms. For the children. Now, My question that I would like to ask you, comment below in the comments down below, are what are some things that you think works effectively when co-parenting? Do you co-parent? And if you do co-parent, what is your co-parent relationship like? Just generally, is it good? Is it bad? Is it so-so? I just want some different ideas on maybe how you handle co-parenting, or what do you think about co-parenting, if you are co-parenting. If you're not co-parenting, you can comment also and say, I'm actually with my children's father, we're married, we're not married, or we're together though, or whatever. Let me know what you think below. I feel like, like I said, raising children is hard enough, so we all need to work together to do the best that we can, to make it happen for these kids. The goal is to let them have a better life than what we have, and to provide for them, and to make sure that they can enjoy being a child, because you only get this phase in your life one time, and one time only. I feel like, personally, as a person, I'm in a better place because I just had to realize what was best for me and the ways it was for me to handle certain things. And you just have to stand up for yourself sometimes and make those things happen. Excuse me, make those things happen and actually make a change for the better, whether it's for you or your children, or make those things happen for the better. So again, let me know what you think. Tell me your comments below. Let's have some conversations. If I get some new questions, new ideas, new things I didn't think about, I'll do a part 2 and answer some of those questions and discuss some of those questions. Again, as always, thank you for watching. Can't wait to see what you guys say. Peace.